Hello, my name is Katyusha. I'm very happy to be back. For those of you who watch me regularly, I am sorry for missing in action for so long. My grandmother died, who raised me, and then I got COVID and I was in bed for a very long time. But I am finally back, and hopefully this will not happen again. I won't have this big of a gap of not producing and releasing a video. So let's start on the subject. How to make her want you more and more and more in a healthy way, because there is a lot of advice out there that teaches you how to manipulate, right? And this is the opposite of what I'm going to be sharing with you today in a healthy way. All right, let's dive in. Number one, have a sense of purpose in life. Find your purpose, find your passion, something that makes you want to get up in the morning and strive for things, right? I want you to stand on your own 2 feet, to be this anchor who knows what he wants, and or if you don't know, then search for what you want, something that gives you goosebumps, something that makes you nervous in a good way, something that excites you and enlightens you, right? Because the reason I say that, because sometimes when women are guilty, a lot of women do that, and some men do that as well. When we find someone to love, we forget about everything. We only focus on the object of our love, and we lose ourselves. And as soon as we do that, that object of love loses her or his attraction towards us, right? That's why it's very important to stand on your own 2 feet, to be autonomous, right? So in other words, you're good on your own. With the other person, it'll be so much better. But if that person is not in your life, you're still waking up with an interest to live, right? Have a purpose in life. Number two, healthy pacing. Once again, a lot of advice out there teaches you, if you want her to chase you, ignore her. No. A healthy woman will not put up with this. No, you're going to ignore me. I'm not going to stand for it. This is disrespectful, right? Now, if the guy's genuinely busy, right, then he'll let her know, I'm sorry, I'm going to be unavailable because of this, and that. That's different. He lets her know in advance, that he needs some time to deal with something else, right? Or, major crisis happens. He lets her, there's a communication. But just to ignore and be cold, that's a manipulation. For some women, it will work, but those women need healing. Right? A woman who respects herself, she's not going to put up with the bad behavior towards her. A girl who keeps chasing the guy is probably trying to prove something to herself, like if she gets, him, that I'm worthy, right? So her sense of worth does not come from the inside, but if he only loves me, then I'm worth something. So it's between life and death for her to chase him. This is one of the situations. This is an unhealthy dynamic. Now, you want to invest in the woman. You want to pursue her. That's what a healthy woman wants. And usually healthy pacing, when you just meet, you start out slow. You get to know each other first before jumping into bed. For some people, it means seeing each other a couple times a week at the beginning. For some people, one of my good friends, she met someone online, and they kissed the same night, and then they saw each other every single night after their first date. And now they've been married for 7 years and just bought their first house in Hamptons, and they're very, very happy. I'll give you an example of an unhealthy dynamic, unhealthy pacing. When I was on a dating site, I had my beautiful pictures there, and so this guy, I gave him my phone number, and then he started texting me, and I liked him from the photos as well. So he started texting me with this kisses, blown kisses and hearts and emojis of I'm in love. He doesn't know me. He only sees my pictures. And people put fake pictures on dating sites sometimes. And 10 messages per day without even talking to me first or seeing me first. And then I started to withdraw, and he started texting me more. And then I actually replied to him saying, look, this dynamic, I don't think it's for me. You don't even know me. I don't know what's up with all these hearts. You don't even offer the conversation. And now you're blaming me because I'm not responding to you in time, and in time it meant, I don't know, like right away or something. And then he said to me, you know what, you're a psycho, and you know, I'm a psychologist and I'm a doctor, and you know nothing about how two people communicate. You'll always be on the side, like just mean aggression, unhealthiness right away. You know, we're all different. We'll have different attachment styles. Some people are anxious, and so they will need more communication. Some people are more avoidant, so they will need less communication. It depends on the person. It's hard to like, okay, wait 3 days. No, feel into the situation, you know, see how the person responds. Be your own psychologist, but naturally take it slow. Please don't have sex right away. Yes, it happens sometimes, it works out. Majority of cases it does not work out if you go into bed right away. Get to know a person first, and then you'll have all the, you know, the delicious stuff to enjoy as well. Number 3, power. Cultivate that internal power. And I don't mean the external power. Let's say an insecure man somehow obtained an external power. He became a president, let's say, right? And now, I'm going to give you a specific example. You know, he uses that power to oppress others, right? And wage war on people who, you know, he knows that they're weaker, and he can do whatever he wants. He, you know, take lands from them, for example, to prove to himself or to others, or to his mother that abandoned him when he was a child, right? Or to prove to those bullies who bullied him when he was a child that he's powerful. So that's an external power without having an internal family dynamics in harmony first. We're talking about true internal power. What does it mean? It means that you are free to have more and to go in life after whatever you want, and to be more and to give more in a fulfilling way where it benefits you and others. Like, that's internal power. That kind of man doesn't have to prove anything to anyone. That kind of man stands out in the room, right? This like calm, sexy presence, sorry. So by the way he stands, by the way he presents himself, by the way he talks to you, by the way he looks at you, right? This awareness is that something in you. Well, we women were like drawn to this kind of man. Well, healthy women drawn to this kind of man. How does this translate into sex? Oh my God, you know, that man is not driven what to do in the bedroom by what he saw somewhere, right, in the porn movie. No, he's strictly driven by his internal instincts, right? How he moves, how he kisses, what he does to a woman. It all comes from the inside. And when a woman gets that kind of man, yeah, she gets transferred into the other realm. This is where I come into play, because the practices that I know helps you to integrate your insecurities, your traumas, and to become to evoke that true essence that we all have inside of us, and to stand on your own 2 feet and to be powerful. It's true. All right. I'm so happy to be back. Please check out my free offerings down below, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.